Hey, I don't know who needed to hear this today, but if you're a martial arts school owner, a new shiny Facebook ad is probably not going to fix your problems. Like, even if a marketing agency turned up at your door and said, I'm going to run you some Facebook ads for free, I still don't think that's going to fix your issue. And that's because your issue is somewhere along these lines. Let me run you through this really, really quickly. I promise that this video isn't going to take longer than 5 minutes, but it is going to highlight to you where your problem is right now. So, obviously, as a martial arts school owner, you are trying to get people from the point where they are a stranger today, and you want them to be a sign up as soon as tomorrow. Now, the problem with most martial arts schools is they put a hell of a lot of effort, like a stupid amount of effort, into the Facebook ads. And the Facebook ads take people from being a stranger to a lead. And that is absolutely amazing because if you have leads, you have contact details so that you can contact people and get them booked in for a class. But most martial arts schools stop here. They stop right here. They run Facebook ads, and then if no one's coming through the door, no one's actually signing up, they start changing the Facebook ads. So they start going, so that's not working. Maybe I'll try another Facebook ad. I'll try another Facebook ad. And all you're doing is you're either sending people here for cheap, or you're launching terrible ads and sending people here quite expensive. Or you're launching absolutely horrific ads and you spend like £100 and getting one person and you're still sending people there, but it's just very, very expensive to do so. Now, it doesn't matter if your leads are 5 pence or if your leads are £1,000. If nothing is happening once they get to this point, then nothing's going to happen in terms of getting signups. So the next thing you need to do is you need to actually focus on turning these leads into conversations. And you might be wondering, if you've watched a video like this before, where I've covered this before, Donovan, why are you going over this again? And the reason I'm going over this again is because people still don't understand this. I want you to stop right now and think, right, marketing wise, what am I doing? Am I running Facebook ads? Am I running Google ads? Am I using, I don't know, any other way to get people's contact details? Whatever it is that you're using or whatever it is that you're doing, all you're getting is people's contact details so that you can contact them. And then from there, you can either drop them a text message, you can give them a call, or you can send them an email, or you could do all three. But then the question is, after people receive those messages, if they don't reply, what do you do from there? Because if your answer is, well, if people don't reply to me, that they're not worthy of my time and I don't bother chasing them and I don't follow them up, and because they're not worth my time, etc. Well, that's the reason you're stuck getting leads and you're not getting signups, because the thing that you need to do is follow up however much is necessary to turn these people into conversations. So in your area, you might just send people a text message and they might reply straight away. That's fucking awesome. Or you might send a text message, they don't reply, and then you send another text message, they don't reply. You drop an email, they don't reply. And then you give them a call and they answer. And then you engage in a conversation with them. But we need to get people to this point before we can even start thinking about signups. And now, once they're at this point, how do we convert them into a booking? Do we make it really easy for them? Do we just send them a booking link where they can book straight in? Do we book them in ourselves, which is even better? How do they get to the point where they are actually booked in? Do we send them some massive form that takes them 3 hours to fill out, where they've got to give us their name, their email address, their address, where they actually live, the blood of their firstborn child? Like, what do we have to get from them for them to get to the point of being booked in? Because realistically, we want it to be as simple as possible for them so we can get them to this booked in stage. So we want to run some sort of ads to get a lead. We want to then follow up with them however much is necessary to enter a conversation. Once we've entered a conversation, we then want to get them booked in as simply as possible for them. And then from there, we want to make sure that they're showing up. If people aren't showing up, are we sending confirmations and reminders to make sure that they show up? Preferably, we want to send a confirmation. We also want to send a reminder a couple of days before, and we want to send a reminder a few hours before. If we're not doing that, then we need to be. And if you can't do it automatically, then you're going to have to start doing it manually. You can work with us in the future, as long as you've got enough students and you have enough room to grow. And then we can set most of this up for you to be automatic. But in the meantime, if you don't have any systems in place, you need to do this manually. And then from here, once they show up, do you actually sign them up? Because if you don't sign them up, There's no point us sitting there and going, oh, the quality of leads that are coming through these doors are terrible. Oh, the wrong type of people are coming through the door, or anything like that, because they've gone past the point of being a stranger. They've gone past the point of being a conversation. They've gone past the point of being a booking, and they've actually showed up to your door. So chances are they are willing to put in the effort because they've come all the way to your classes. So it could be that you might need to face reality and face the facts. And it could be that actually you're just not very good at signing people up. And that's fine, because anything that we understand and realize is something that can be improved. So if you realize that you're not very good at signing people up, then now maybe go and do some sales training, or maybe work with us and we can tell you like the best practices that we see for clubs that take people from show up to sign up as easily as physically possible. Because it doesn't matter how many leads you have if they're not turning into conversations. And it doesn't matter how many conversations you're having if those people aren't turning into bookings. And it doesn't matter how many bookings you're having if those people aren't turning into show-ups. And it doesn't matter how many people are showing up if you aren't actually signing them up. But my point is, if you get lots of people who are getting to a certain stage, you don't need to go back and change the Facebook ads if something isn't working. Chances are there's something here that you need to fix. I hope that makes sense. If you do have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, subscribe, especially if you're a martial arts school learner. I'm here to make it easy for martial arts schools to fill their classes. We're experts at what we do. I think that we get pretty good results for martial arts schools. I think we're pretty good at what we do. But even better than that, I have lots of martial arts school owners that message me all the time that tell me that my YouTube channel alone has got them then their last 20, 30, 40 members that they got. So I'd like that to be the same for you as well. So feel free to subscribe, watch my content. It's here to genuinely make your life easier. That's everything. Have an absolutely phenomenal day. Peace.